Hello, I'm Alysia Herzog. I am a family physician. I am coming to you from my office at Grant Family Medicine Residency Program in Columbus, Ohio. I am very honored to be chosen as this year's Ohio Academy of Family Physicians 2023 Family Physician of the Year. I am originally from Newark, Ohio. I now have practiced in Columbus for the last 22 years. Grant was my first and only job outside of residency, and I'm really grateful. It's been an incredible opportunity for me to learn and grow as a family physician. I was asked to talk a little bit about kind of why I chose to go into family medicine. And I think kind of on reflecting back, there really was not any other specialty for me. I was raised with the idea that family was not really biologic, not who you were related to, nor was it structural, who you lived with, but it was more of a concept, a way in which you interfaced with your fellow humans, a way in which you cared for others. And I think at the time that I went to medical school, I'm not even sure I can say that I was super interested in medicine. I don't even know that I knew what it was. I've since learned that it's fun and it's challenging for me, and I love that I get to do a job that provides me both challenge and fun. But I think I went to medical school because I really loved humans. I loved relationships, and I felt like being a doctor could allow me to kind of make a difference in the world in some small way. I also didn't know any family physicians when I entered medical school. But I did know that when I met those family physicians, they were people who also cared for each other and actually cared for me like family. And that resonated a lot with me. And I found family medicine early in my training and was very grateful to have a group of people who cared for patients in the manner in which I saw, but also cared for each other. And I think that that has kind of come through in all of my family medicine kind of relationships to date, that not only caring for patients, but really caring for each other. I think I'm better at caring for others because I was and am cared for by so many, but importantly for me, by my family medicine family. I also was asked to talk a little bit about my why. And I think that question I struggled with the absolute most. And maybe it came down to the fact that I'm not sure I have a single why or even the same why every day. I think, frankly, there can be some days when the why is that I feel obligated or it's how I make a living. But thankfully, that is not most days. Most days when I reflect back, I recognize that I am able to have a job that allows me to have meaningful moments, even small ones, every single day. And those are all of my whys. And sometimes they are really small, but they still signify something. I'm also really grateful that part of my job, actually most of my job nowadays, is teaching family medicine. And a lot of times those meaningful moments come from those interactions that I get to have with learners, with residents. And so I'm also really grateful that those are a big part of my whys. I feel pretty privileged that my position allows me to have those relationships that are so important for me and to really create a very large family with my peers, with staff within our residency, and certainly with my patients. And I think that family medicine is really kind of what the world needs most right now. I think that we are the masters of meeting people where they are, of seeing all sides and leading patients through challenges, of humanizing folks in a way that is sometimes becoming more and more rare. And so I am so thankful to be part of this group and to do this job, which kind of leads me to my thank yous, who I wanted to thank. And this will certainly be the longest part for me because there are a lot of people. I've been really lucky. I have a mother who's told me that I was important and I was loved since the moment I entered the world. And that's a really powerful message. I think it allows me to live fully, to take risks, to love big, and has allowed me to do all of the things that I had hoped to do. I also have siblings. They make fun of me a lot, and I think that's an important message as well. It keeps you humble. And I have a husband who teamed up with me 36 years ago, and is the only reason I have done and can do my job. Being a mother was really important for me, and I was able to have 4 amazing children only because he supported me in all of that. And of course, I'm thankful for my children who really recognized early on that it does take a village and never made me feel guilty for using that village. And I think who are proud of me. And I think it's incredible to have the most incredible people you know be really proud of you. I also would like to thank my team at Grant Family Medicine. I think if you spent a single day working here, you would understand why this whole thing feels so humbling, because I am one of many who do this work and likely not as well. And also they nominated me. So for being an amazing, supportive Grant fam, I thank everyone at Grant Family Medicine. And more than being a family physician, especially these last 10 years, I am a teacher of other family physicians. And I think I continue to learn more than I teach, and I'm inspired every day by the residents that I work with here at Grant Family Medicine. So I'm grateful for them. And clearly the many, many patients and families who have given me their trust, shared their stories, and cared for me also like their family. So I appreciate all of those folks for showing me how to be a great family physician and then recognizing me for the things that I only know because of you. I'd also really like to thank the OAFP for recognizing me with this award. Again, it is probably one of the most humbling things because of all that I've mentioned above, and I really do appreciate this opportunity and am thankful.